Hello, this is Patrick Mata from Ole Imports, and we're going to speak about Pazo de Galegos. Pazo de Galegos is an Albarino wine produced in the northwest of Spain in a little region called Rías Baixas. And within Rías Baixas, we have 5 different areas, and this area in particular is called Valle del Ulla, which is a valley in the interior of Rías Baixas, far away from the Atlantic Ocean. And because we're more inland and farther away from the ocean, it is drier and warmer. And because it's drier and warmer, Albarino behaves very differently than the other areas within Rías Baixas. So it's truly a unique Albarino. If we go to Germany, for example, you have Riesling in the Mosel, and the drier years, the warmer years, Riesling is supposed to be of an incredible vintage. And that happens also with Albarino. The drier and the warmer the year, the better Albarino can ripen. And this area is so cold and so wet that a drier and warmer climate allows Albarino to fully develop its full potential. In addition to being a very interesting wine because of its interior location in Rías Baixas, Pazo de Galegos is also very unique because it's one of the oldest estates in the appellation. It's believed that they have been producing wine here since 1515, so more than 500 years of history making wine. And if you happen to visit Pazo de Galegos, you will see one of the oldest recorded vines in Europe. It's a vine that is believed to be 510, 520 years old. The vine, if you go there, you will see it. It looks like an olive tree. It's huge, and it's the oldest recorded vine in not only in Rías Baixas but also in Europe. Pazo de Galegos, it means Pazo is what, if we go to Bordeaux, we have chateaus. If we go to Burgundy, we have domains. If we go to Rioja, we have bodegas. And if we go to Galicia, we have Pazos. But Pazo is not only a winery. Pazo is more than that. For any estate to qualify as a Pazo, you need to be 4 things: a place where you can sleep, a place where you can rest, a place where you can eat, and a place where you can drink. So if you have those 4 things, then you qualify as a Pazo. And Pazos are very common around Galicia in the northwest of Spain, because these are areas that were places that were built for pilgrims to stay. No? So as you have a lot of pilgrims going through the Camino de Santiago, a very important trail that starts in the Pyrenees, even in France, and ends up in Santiago, where the remains of the Apostle St. James are buried. Throughout the 13th century and medieval times, many pilgrims came from France through Spain to Santiago de Compostela, and in these pilgrimages, pilgrims stayed at these Pazos. So there are little estates where you can sleep, where you can eat, where you can drink, and where you can rest. Pazo de Galegos is tended in granite soil, which is the most common type of soil in Rías Baixas, and everything there is planted in granite, and it's very common, granite. All the houses have granite, the bridges have granite, so it's extremely common. And granite is very interesting because it imparts a sense of minerality to the wines that is very unique and very special. Also, Pazo de Galegos, like other vineyards in Rías Baixas, it's all trellis in an emparrado system. It's a very high trellis that allows wind to go through and ventilate the environment, and that allows for Albarino to ripen better. In Rías Baixas, the northwest of Spain, it rains approximately about 70 inches of rainfall a year. So people adapt to that reality, and the emparrado system allows for more ventilation, which allows Albarino to fully ripen. These are vines that were planted 45 to 50 years ago, so we're interacting with a wine that is produced from old vines, so the yields are lower, and as a result you have a little bit more concentration, more depth. So Pazo de Galegos is very interesting. not only because it's produced with all vines, not only because it's produced in the interior of Galicia, but also because everything is organically farmed. So it's a very unique area, very special place that from a state that has been producing wine for many centuries, and it showcases another side of Albarino. No? So depending on where Albarino is grown, it shows a different face. And because we're in the inland part of Rías Baixas, this wine is extremely unique. Until next time, from Olé, cheers.